Hey there everybody, this is Peter Chow. Welcome to my new series which is called the OCP Funnel Designer. Now OCP stands for Obsessive Compulsive Perfectionist, okay? I basically has transformed the OCD as a concept. And instead of letting that be an obstacle and be a baggage to my perfectionist nature, I've turned it into a superpower. It's basically a leverage, okay? Instead of it getting in the way of me churning out really good product or really good design for my clients, I have basically managed to turn it into a strength, turn it into my superpower. Now, I have my own YouTube channel, as you can see here. So, what I'm going to do is I will be running a brand new series and it's called the OCP Funnel Designer, where I'm going to take you through a series of process and walkthrough of how I use a certain tool, right? Let me just show you what tool that is. It's called the ClickFunnels, okay? The ClickFunnels is a tool that builds sites, websites. Basically, it builds sales funnels, it builds marketing funnels. There is a difference between building a website and building a marketing funnel. So marketing funnel is much more focused on conversion, it's much more focused on ROI that produces a result. Whereas a normal website is basically as a brochureware, as information purposes, and just to let people know who, what, why, how, you know, of yourself or your company. So there is a huge difference between a website and a marketing funnel. But ClickFunnels as a software has transformed my workflow, has transformed my leverage, has transformed the way I produce results for my clients. Okay. Now, as a designer, a web developer, you would understand what I mean when I say that we were all involved, very much, you know, ingrained with using the industry heavyweight product, which is by Adobe, created by Adobe. And you know, if you are a designer, you pretty much understand what Photoshop is. It is de facto standard of image manipulation software out there, the number one software out there. But when it comes to creating a website, although we need the Photoshop, you know, to prepare graphics and elements like that, but we normally depend on Dreamweaver as the software to build websites. Okay, responsive websites really fast. So this is the de facto standard for web developers and web designers. Now, I've used the whole suite of Adobe software for a lot of years, for many years, because that's the industry standard. And that's the best software available in the world for doing what we do, right? Now, I have a change in industry for the past 2.5 years, and I have stopped using Adobe products for a long time now, especially since I've gone into the subscription model. So basically, we are, as a designer, when we need to develop something, design a website for a client or even for ourselves, the tool that we go to is usually Dreamweaver. Okay, if you are a designer worth your salt, most of us will use Dreamweaver. Now, there are other applications out there as well. For instance, a lot of people use WordPress. Now, WordPress is a CMS system. It started off as a CMS system that used to be number 2 or number 3, right behind Joomla. I know many years ago when it first got started, the CMS system. Now it's gotten so powerful that it can build websites really well, and a lot of people build the websites on WordPress. Let me just show you WordPress. Okay, this is a very powerful software, and it can do a lot of things, and a lot of big websites are based on WordPress. Now, I want to show you one thing, which is this one. This is my website. I remember when I started building this website for my new business, I used to run an interactive agency where I built marketing campaigns, websites, and branding and digital campaigns for MNC clients, you know, Fortune 500 clients across Asia Pacific region. Clients like Sony, Nikon, NGC, OCBC, government agencies like the MAS and NLB and things like that, right? So what I wanted to highlight is the fact that when I built this website, and this website originally was built on WordPress, it took me a month to do this. It practically took me a month to come up with this. Now, you can say that, especially when you compare yourself, you are the really hardcore, really good WordPress developer, and you say, oh, I don't need a month to do this, all right? So we are not doing any comparison between one talent with another talent. We are doing a comparison between one platform with another platform, okay? So when I took a month to build this, and when I need to migrate this website from WordPress, because WordPress has a whole slew of headaches that comes with it. Although it is powerful and I kind of love it, but I don't do WordPress anymore. So when I migrate this to ClickFunnels, by the way, what you see over here is built on ClickFunnels, which is exactly, it looks exactly like what I did on WordPress. All right, but it took me a fraction of the time. I did this in 1 week, whereas WordPress, I did it in a month. So that's the huge difference between other software, including Dreamweaver, as opposed to ClickFunnels. Now, all you need to do is just do a Google on what ClickFunnels is. You have tons of videos and tell you what it is, right? So I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to show you one really, really interesting things that, I hope is going to blow your mind. So what I'm going to do is I will be hacking the Apple website. Now, when we talk about funnel hacking, it's a lot more complex and a lot more involved than just building one single page. And what I'm going to do is just hack the one single page, which is the main page from the Apple website. Okay, I just want to show you one thing. I did a research, right, which is I went to Google and then asked the question, how much do I need to pay to design a website that looks like Apple? So I got this interesting answer, 1,000 to 4,005, which I do not agree on. This is just one answer. This guy says approximately 2,000 or 10,000. If you ask me, it's going to be more than that, a whole lot more than that. But if you look at this, let me just go all the way to the bottom. This one encapsulates everything that I agree with. Apple's website is far from simple. It may look simple, but that is by design. If someone were to tell you how much money they have put into building Apple's website, it will shock you, okay? That I totally agree, because you would have to have a whole group or a whole team of developers in-house in order to build and support a website with such finesse, okay? I'm going to show you a few more answers over here. Let me see. While the immediate cost of building a site like Apple is well into the 7 figures, there are two factors that must be considered, blah, blah, blah. The company culture and nurture supports the level of the ongoing cost and discipline, right? Can you see? There will be always an ongoing cost, but we are not concerned about that. We are not only concerned about how much roughly would you need to put in to develop or design a website that looks like Apple. Okay, I want to share this with you. Right, a simple website, 4,000 to 8,000. Medium website, 10,000 to 20,000. Complex website, 25 to 50K. All right, let's just move on. For a website like Apple, with custom design themes and logos and backend inventory system, online checkout, multilingual, the design and development cost should range around 15,000 to 35,000, and it probably does not even include on a monthly basis what you need to pay the payroll for maintaining that team in-house, right? So imagine you need to pay about, let's say, 20,000. Okay, and if we break it down to just one single page, we are only going to hack the first homepage, right? So you can imagine how much money it involves to building a website like that. It looks really simple, but it is because by design, it is like that, all right? It is not simple whatsoever. It is really, really complex, but they have a way of hiding complexity under a level of finesse, right? That's Apple. So it has clear navigation, it has simple designs, it has high quality imagery, modern styling, brand and design continuity, like that. Okay, so this is how to design a website at Apple. Now, when we start a project for a client, and usually one of the many questions that we ask clients are, give me a couple of websites that you really like, so that we have an idea of what we can start our concept on from. So normally they will tell you, okay, look at this website, look at that website. I'm just going to imagine that the client is going to tell me that, build something like Apple, like this. Okay, we are not looking into the complexity of every other pages, especially the database and whatever technology that goes into it. We are only going to model after the design, because after all, no other company or very few other company, and especially no individual, is going to put in that much money and that much time to build a website exactly like Apple. All they wanted is something that represents the clear navigation, the simple design, the high quality imagery, and the modern styling of an Apple website, but customized and personalized for each individual client. Right? Usually that's what they want, but they just want something to model after. So in our vocabulary, we call it hacking. Like I say, hacking is a much more complex study than just copying a design. But we are not worried about all those things. I'm just going to show you one simple thing, which is how to use ClickFunnels, okay, as a software to design something like this page. And then I will show you exactly what I do step by step. And if I fail, if I fumble, you're going to see all that in this recording. But we grow together, and we will. I'm just going to show you how to do it, right? So, right. Let me just go back to one more step. Now, I have gone through. Let me just show you here. All right. Now, my story is on this web page, ptrchw.com. Okay. And I have gone through the years of moving from being an entrepreneur, an employer, and as well as an employee. So I've gone through both extremes. I understand perspective and the needs and requirements from both perspectives, and that puts me in a very special, in a very unique understanding and situation. That I have a totally different sets of skill set that I wanted to show you. This is my YouTube, my Facebook profile. You can go and check me out, right? So what I wanted to show you is this. Although I am a designer, although I can develop websites, right? I don't do that anymore, but I built, especially on a CMS system like WordPress, I built everything right now on ClickFunnels. I just fell in love with this platform, ClickFunnels. Now, there are a lot of videos on YouTube showing you how to use ClickFunnels to build sales funnel and marketing funnels for specific purposes, but I haven't seen anybody who is going to do what I'm going to do today. Okay, that's why I started this series. And this series, I'm going to show you on every episode how I hack different competitors or different websites, and I'm going to use ClickFunnels to show you exactly how to do step by step. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. The difference is, you see, me as who I am today, I look at the world very differently from a normal web developer, because web developers, I don't have that deep level of technical skill set, although I have enough knowledge to be able to do what I do really, really well. Okay, I'm better than a lot of other designers, but I can't touch those highly skilled developers that look at the world in ones and zeros, like Neo looking at the matrix like that. So I don't have that skill, but I look at the world more like, you know, in colors, in graphics, and in beauty, okay, in the details of the world. But at the same time, I also have a certain precision, you know, in the curves, in the exact pixel perfect. You know, that's why I call myself OCP, right? So that's who I am. So with that in mind, I'm going to move into my ClickFunnels account. Okay, now in this ClickFunnels account, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I have a series of demos here. I'm going to start a new blank page. Okay, now this blank page, there are a ton of templates that I can choose from, but I'm going to start with a blank template, which is this one. Okay, now you don't have to worry about how to use ClickFunnels. I have a free course that teaches you how to use ClickFunnels in detail, but we are not going into that. We are not going into the nitty-gritty details of understanding each and every step of how to use ClickFunnels and how to use WordPress. If you compare that, right, you will find that the way that you use ClickFunnels is a lot simpler to learn and a lot simpler to execute than WordPress. And everybody knows that WordPress is supposed to be the easier way to build websites than if you were to use hard coding, HTML coding and JavaScript coding, whatever it is, right? Or using Dreamweaver. Okay, Dreamweaver is an expensive solution, but it's the industry standard. So I have a blank page over here. I'm going to add it, right? What we are going to do is we are going to model after this Apple website. Okay, I'm opening up in here, Apple website, so that I can have a look at what I'm doing. So blank starter page. At the same time, let me open my Safari on the other side. Now my Safari over here, open website. I'm going to get myself ready by opening a developer page resources, because I need to access all these resources, all these imagery, so that I don't need to reinvent the wheel. I don't want to waste your time. I just will be reusing everything that comes from Apple, that has already been used by Apple, okay, created by Apple. So let's move on back to here. Now, the first thing, as you can see here, is there is a panel on top, right? So I'm going to create that. I'm going to use the same thing, full page. And this color, I'm just going to simulate, right? It's not going to be exactly the same. It's not going to have the exact functionality. I'm just going to show you how easy it is for me to just take maybe half an hour. I don't know whether I can do it in half an hour or an hour to replicate Apple's homepage. Okay, that itself should be impressive enough to showcase the power of ClickFunnels as a software, okay? So I'm going to just put in a BG color, which is as close as possible. It's going to be darker, yeah. And I'm going to make it smaller. Okay, so what goes in here are the text, right? Let me just change the text color first so that I can see it. Okay, good. Now, let me go to typography and set the default font. Headline should be... well, I'm not going to go into, this is San Francisco, I believe. Let me see, SF. Well, let me just quickly Google it. Go default font. Helvetica New. Let's see if I have Helvetica New. If I don't have, then I will have to replicate. No, Google font doesn't have Helvetica New. So doesn't matter. I'm just going to do something similar, which is, let's try Notosense. And I'm going to select content font. Same thing, right? Okay. Now what I need to do is one icon, two icon, one Apple logo. So bear with me. I'm going to do this step by step. I'm going to go back to resources. Apple logo. Let me see if I can find Apple logo. There we go. Now I have no idea whether ClickFunnels will support the SVG font, but I'm going to try. I haven't prepared for this yet. It just, I just jumped in and see what I can do with it. Okay, I copy the link. Let me go back to here. Now I'm going to have to use 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put in image, paste in the link. Yep, I got it. Just the sizing. Now I need to put in text, which is this. Wait, let me do this two logo first. There we go. Okay, let me just duplicate this, move this over, duplicate this, move this over. Search icon, paste it in here. And then I need to go back and find the other icon, which is shopping cart. There we go. Copy. Now this way, the way I'm doing it right now, when I'm using other people's hosted images, is not the recommended way of doing things, but it's the fastest without me needing to copy that image, recreate the image, save it, and then upload it. I'm just gonna make it simple and make it as fast as possible. Okay, make it small. Okay, I'm going to make this really small. Okay. Bring it in here. Remove this. Okay, like I say, you don't have to worry about text color, about the how I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm just showing you the process of how I'm creating or replicating Apple's homepage with this software, which is ClickFunnels, right? For most of you, this may be the first time you're seeing this, but some of you are already familiar with ClickFunnels, but you may not have seen someone actually replicating or hacking another website the way that I'm doing right now. So let's proceed. iPad, iPhone, watch, TV, music, and support. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to have to reduce the space to make it small. Right. Playing with that 0. Right, I'm just playing with the spacing, the padding, so that I can replicate as much as I can. Nope, yep. It's too close, but it's okay. I'm gonna adjust it here. Double check. Okay, 0. Double check. Give it a little bit more space. And smaller. Still 15. And maybe brighter. Right, something like that, all right? Okay, good. All right, there we go. Even smaller, all right. Yep, okay, next section. Let me go to here, add a new section, full width. What is it adding? Try again. Okay, there we go, move it below. Now it's text over here. I'm just gonna put add a head, one single row, and then headline. And I'm also going to add sub headline. And I'm going to add text. All right, paragraph. No, 2 items over here. There we go. 2 columns. Move it down. This is by. Obviously, kind of big, 20 text color. Okay, move it over here, learn more. Okay, copy this. Copy this. Okay, make it smaller. The overall width of this containing container. There we go. Yep. Now text needs to be smaller. All right. Ready. Okay, good enough. All right, closer together. Now I need to move this closer now. I'm just playing with the spacing and the padding and all those stuff so that I can simulate as close as possible. Okay, what Apple has. All right. Okay, so this is done. I'm going to go to the next section. This should be an image. Let me just go to Safari and get myself the image, which is iPhone X 10. iPhone 10. There we go. Copy. Come back. I am going to need background color change because there seems to be a white thing over there. So I'm going to do, well, no need, maybe, let me check. Yeah, no need, that's fine. I'm going to do it a different way. 1 row, 1 column. In the column, I'm going to need to have image. In this image, I'm going to put in that logo. But of course, I am going to also need to add that band, the white band on top. Top only, white, and 10 pixel border. Why don't I see it? Solid top only for a square. Oh, I know why, because this is white. I got it. PG color. Again, PG color. There we go. Right. F8, F8, F8. All right. Just simulating, right? F8, F8, F8. Okay. Now if I can make it thicker, let's see if I can. Well, of course I can. Bottom 3, 5. White. Got it. No, it's too much, right? Okay. Now you see why I'm an OCP. Pixel perfect. I'm trying to be not take as much time as possible, so it's like cutting down 80% of my perfectionist tendency. No. Okay, so this is good. Let me just put in that one. Duplicate, bring it down here. Faster way to do so. Oops, oops. Now copy this. As you can see, this is actually an image, right? It is not text, so people can click on it. Now I'm not going to put a link here. I'm just going to type in screen design. Yes. Just making live ever. View quality frames. Okay, same thing. What I did here was 55 in width, so I'm going to put 55 like so. Okay, I'm going to move this a bit more space. Yeah, 10, 15. Okay. Okay, so same thing over here. They need this. Whoops, like that. Delete it. I'm copying the whole container. I have no idea what this is called. I forgot, but I'm just going to move this down. There we go. Okay, so next is this image, right? I'm going to have to put this image down here, which is, I'm going to need a new container, single column. And whoops, it didn't come up. So try again, single column. There we go. And it's an image. So I put an image. So next, I need to go back and find that image, which is, here we go, right. Perfect. Okay, now I need to reduce this space down here and here. There we go. $100, $110 left, right. Okay. So next section, iPhone 10X, 10S. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate the whole section. There we go. Now I need to go and find this image. Yes. Oh, it could be this one, right? Open a new tab. Because it looks bigger than what I have. Right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, good. So now 10S. Get rid of this. Let's look for 10S. There we go. Okay. Okay, now as you can see, there's more space on top that separates it from. Yep. So I'm going to adjust it right now. 30 pixel. Same for here. Top 30. Bottom no need. So same for here. 30. Yep. Okay. So if this image, yeah, this image. Instead of copying the image, I'm just going to type in, okay? Largest red. Largest performance with A12 Bionic. Bionic. Most secure. Show. Authenticating. Face ID. Now I can see that this font doesn't work because can you see it's actually there's a little head and tail, whereas this is clean sans serif font, so I need to check and change it in a while. Breakthrough dual cameras with depth. Okay, let's go and do this. Save first. Always remember to save, and always remember to have a sip of water. Typography. Source Pro, would it work? Source Pro? Let me see. No. Oxygen. OpenSense. I'm gonna go with OpenSense. Maybe. Okay. Now, next is this image, right? There we go. Oh, is there a bigger one? Let's see. There we are. This is the one I want. Okay, close. Paste it in here. Yeah, nice. So the next thing is another section, and this time this section is going to be single column, single width, full width. Move it down, and it is going to be this image right now. It's going to be a little bit harder to move this thing down here, but let's just do it first and see what happens. I need the image, the background image of that guy doing whatever he's doing. Here it is. I need the bigger one. Yeah. here. I'm going to put it as the background image. Okay. Now, obviously, it's too big. I'm going to try to do 100 width. Let me see how it looks. Duplicate this just for spacing for me to see. Okay. Add a new row, single column. And in the single column, I'm going to need to add an image. Okay, this image is going to be AirPods. So let's go and find AirPods. Okay, obviously no AirPods is available. That's strange. Let me try something else. Open. No. I know. Let me try something else. AirPods. No go. This is me being resourceful. I don't know whether I can find it. But try we must. AirPods. We'll go back. AirPods. So what I'm showing here is a process that I normally go through for any projects that I do. You know, as I build sales funnels and marketing funnels for my clients. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and make use of this. But I have to do some preparation, of course. So what I need is to look at this. It's just AirPods, right? Without the logo. So it's just AirPods. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, image manipulation time. Remove the background. I'm going to use this. Okay. Invert because it needs to be white. Okay, so now I'm going to save it as a PNG file because what I need is the transparent background. And okay, I'm going to put in the demo folder here so that I can put in my AirPods image. PNG, got it. Now back to here. Okay, so I need to upload that image. Give it a tag. Add image. There we go. I need to make it small, which is like maybe 200. Yeah. And I need to make maximum space. I need to push this all the way down. So what I will do is image. But in this case, move it up. 100. Can you see the background of this guy? I can't do it this way because I need to make sure it's bigger and cropped him. So not fill. Break it horizontally top. Let me see if this will work. Or is it too big? Oh, I think this will work. Okay. in that case, I don't need this. I'm just gonna have to see if I can adjust the size spacing right on top to 500. I need it close to his thumb, so it's 400 maybe. No, 450. No, 420. Yeah. AirPods. Yeah, okay, this is good. And I need with wireless charging. I need these two items over here, so duplicate, move it down, and it's got to be again 55 in width, and I need to change the color of this font to white, and it says with wireless. Of course, it's bigger. All right, bigger. Wireless charging, 24. Yeah, 24. Closer to the top. Not that close. Right, okay. So now I need the links. Put it down here, and again, oops, did it again. Whoops, I did it again. I need to duplicate the whole chunk, not single individual elements. Whoops. Okay, and white, and white. So you say watch the film. Watch the film. And I'm probably not going to have the exact icon, but I'm just going to do what do you call that? Simulate something close. Icon picker. Oh, this icon picker is a bit. Let me try. No, this is in front. I can't use this. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it for now. I may come back and tweak that and find a way to replace this little icon, play icon. All right, so next, adjust the bottom part to give, so that I can see the whole hand and the jacket, and I do that through here. Yep, 35, 40. No, 35. 35 is fine. All right, next section. Save first. Always remember to save. You know what it did is that it keeps coming back and reminding me to customize my own title. That's one of the protocol that I normally will do, but because this is a demo, so I'm not going to do this. Or well, why not? Otherwise, it keeps reminding me, right? So this is called the Apple website hack demo. Okay. Now that I've done that, it will not come back and bother me again. Okay. All right. Good. Can I make this even smaller? 30. Too small. Okay. All right. So next is, can you see this? I need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 column. I'm sorry, 2 column and 6 row. A 3 row. Two rows at a time. So let me do 1 full width. 1 full width and 2 columns. And Let me see, Apple Watch, right? I need an Apple Watch image in there. Image. And also another image over here. But as you can see, I need this image as a background, so I'm going to start looking for it now. Apple Watch. Okay. All right, so these may be one of the, I may not be able to reach both ends, right? Like so. Let me just try. Column. Let me try this. Okay. Not parallax. Okay. So now I need Apple Watch. Series 4. Apple Watch Series 4. Apple Watch Series 4, and then more powerful, more colorful. I need to copy this, bring it down, drag it down. Sometimes it's just, yeah, until I see this line, then I can let go. And when I let go, I need to retype more powerful, more colorful. Now, over here in this part of the world, we use British English, so colorful is C-O-L-O-U-R. I'm just going to follow the American English as per Apple website. Come on, come on. Oh, I can't put it in there. Oh, I know. Learn more by. Okay. Learn more. Learn more, small m. Okay. More colorful is closer, a lot closer. So maybe about 0. Yep. And this one is slightly further away from that. So maybe 10. Yep. And I'm going to need to have a lot of space below, which is columns. Okay. Column bottom. Oh, it's too small. I got to go back and adjust this later on. 15. A whole lot bigger. Like 500? Too much. 100? 200? Okay. All right, so this is one of the problematic part that I just need to fix it later. This is not good enough, right? I need to push this down. Super small. Oops. Try something else. That's what we do. We try, you know, we bang against the wall, and then there's an obstacle, there's a challenge, so we try to figure it out. That's what we do. It's too big. Vertically, horizontally. Yeah. No. Is it smaller? Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to have to try again and move the bottom space lower. Find that column. First column. See if I can do that. Bottom. 500. Whoa, yes. Got it. So I have a 65 and 500 over here. I need to duplicate the same thing on this side. 40. Was it 40? Width is 40. Whoa, no. 100. Okay, 100, 65, 500. Column again. 100, 65, 500. Okay, 100, 65, 65. 500. Yep, now need to find the next image, which is there we go. Go back. No. Background. Column, second column, background, repeat. No, I think it's the last one, right? No, top. Yeah. Okay, buy a Mac. Wait a minute. Is it an image? Yeah, it's an image. Buy a Mac or iPad for college. I'm gonna simulate this with text. Okay. Now instead of image, it's going to be a sub-headline. Paste it in, remove this image. And bold, bigger. Buy a Mac or iPad for college. And try Lato, Roboto. Smaller. Yep, but smaller. I mean closer to it. The leading should be smaller. 1.3, 1.0, no 1.3. Okay, and yeah, so sharp. Yes, it should be. There we go. Now let me see how to make this padding smaller. Try this. Side margin. Well, there's no padding here. Okay, I think that's all right. We can come back and fix it later. At least I need to get the structure up. So let me just repeat this 2 times so that we have structure from the MacBook Air. So let's do MacBook Air. All right, let me see how it looks like. Oh no, a single MacBook Air, not the full range. Not this one. Is 2 different versions. Can you see this is the magic of the coding behind Apple? All right, that's why they have to pay so much money to do all this magic, all this awesome coding, right? If it is big, it shows this 3 MacBook Air. When you scale it down, it shows a different version, the single. Okay, we're going to do this. So this is fine. Okay, so I need MacBook Air, right? Let me take this away and copy this, bring it down. Right, it's faster if I just simulate it in text rather than go and find the image. Come on. MacBook Air. Okay, lightness strikes in. I'm just probably going to cut it faster, speed up this process so that you don't have to, slowly follow me in every step of the way, so that I can just finish these 3 rows, and we continue later on, okay, with the other section. And now this is where I put the line, the final part, which is the navigation, the bottom navigation or the footer. I'm going to try to simulate that as close as possible. All right, so over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. Remove this. We need to add 5 columns. There we go. Right. Nope. Yep. Okay, as close as we can. And the final part will be down here. Let me just quickly simulate that again. Copy, duplicate this, move this down. Oh, yes, I can do that, yes. So there's a Find an Apple store is a link, and other retailer is the link. Click on that, that's a link. Okay, separator or divider right down here, closer. And one more copyright, right? Copyright would be 1 column, 2 column, 3 column. Okay, we'll fix this later. So this is it, right? Remove the extra space right at the bottom. It will be maybe about 20, no 10. Okay, there we go. Save it. Okay, so this is a quick example, quick walkthrough how I do what I do. Now, in the amount of time that we have spent, probably about an hour, let me go to preview and show you, right? This is what we are comparing, right? This is what we are able to produce. Okay, so let's just run down and just take a look. There we go. Okay, of course, this is not complete now. I'm gonna have to adjust this smaller. So I can just quickly go back in and adjust that. Closer, where are you? Where are you? Here we go. Here we are. Is this one? Nope, not this. But rather here. Minus 50. Nope. Minus 20. Nope. Minus 10. Nope. Minus 30. Minus 40, minus 30. Yes, save it. Come back to here, reload. Okay, right, there we go. All right, so we move down, we have 3 rows, 2 columns, and I'm just have to spend a little bit more time to tweak this so that it looks a little bit more, closer to each other. Now we have a gap here in the middle and left and right, so it's something that I need to fix. but at least the gap in between each row is fixed, it's done. Okay, let's just have a look, right? Oh, MacBook Pro is not shop. MacBook Pro is learn more and buy, right? Let me just go back in, learn more and buy. Duplicate this, pull this over to this side and remove this one. Save it. Back reload. There we go. Learn more and buy. Right, this 4. Now, as you can see here, this spacing is not too correct, so I need to come back here and here, change it like that. Save it again. Go back. Reload. There we go. Move down. Move down. Okay. As you can see, it's a little bit too light, so let me just go back to the bottom, click on the text, make it a little bit darker. Right. Well, you get the point. You get the what I'm trying to do here. So, in about an hour, I've just duplicated the Apple's homepage. Apple homepage, pretty good, pretty well, you know. Right. Now, if I were to do this on Dreamweaver, if I were to do this on WordPress, it's going to take me a lot longer than what I'm able to do now. Okay, so that is just to prove, this is just to show you, rather than just saying, this is just showing you exactly how to do a page hacking, how to do a page duplication or replication using ClickFunnels. Show you again, right? Now, all these are very specific and very specialized type of tools, right? Image manipulation, image editing, image composition, Photoshop, nothing beats Photoshop. It's the king in the industry. Dreamweaver is for you to design, develop modern, responsive websites, okay? But it's like a single task type of software. If you were to compare that with ClickFunnels. Now, ClickFunnels comes with 14 days free trial. And they have two plans: Artisan Suite, which is a full package, or if you would just want to take the ClickFunnels startup plan, is $97 a month. Okay, this Artisan Suite full package comes with $297 a month. It comes with a backpack, which is the affiliate program, but you probably don't need this. But what's interesting is that it comes with a built-in actionetics. It is an email autoresponder, so it basically, you don't have to buy an autoresponder anymore, and it automates all your follow-up emails and things like that. Okay, and ClickFunnels is the same package as this, but it has comparing to the two plans. One is it will give you 20 funnels, 100 pages, and the other side is unlimited. Okay, and what it also does is that normally a lot of people doesn't even realize is it allows me to create membership website. Now, the membership website is a very specific and very specialized type of website that can allow people to buy something that automatically opens up the access to a certain module within the membership site. Maybe I should show you, like here. Right, this is my membership site of a course that I've created. And it has all these pages that I can create, right? So what the interesting thing is this: it has I can build in an order form directly, very fast, and it can integrate with a Stripe account, and it can automatically accept payments with any credit cards on my behalf. Beautiful. It can also have the membership, the actual membership access of the course that I've built, and I can even select, like for instance, you can open up this module only to people who pay for a certain package that they purchase. If they don't buy this package, then this is locked up for them. Okay, so if you were to do this elsewhere, and you need to normally purchase a membership software to handle all that, but this is now built in. It has a lot of other things as well, and that includes automated payment collection. It includes email follow-up. Like for instance, I have this auto webinar. That's another thing, right? Webinars. If you need to do webinars, automated webinars or live webinars, then you have to normally buy another software. Then those type of software are super expensive, like $400 over to $1,000 over per month, like that. So what it does is that it does the normal registration, and then it goes into the countdown page, and the countdown will automatically does the normal countdown. When it hit 0, it will automatically push people to the broadcast room, and the broadcast will run the auto webinar. If it's a live thing, then people will log in and they will join you live. Okay, so and then automatically it will also have a certain automation that pushes people certain emails automated on a certain predetermined timing, and it will also send your visitors a link to the replay room. Everything is automated. So these are just a few of the things that it does, and it does so really, really well. Okay, that's why I love this software so much. As you can see here, everything is built with ClickFunnels. I don't touch anything else, other software anymore. And this is just to highlight, there is more than one possible solution. There's more than one tools out there. It's all about, us finding the tool that really will cut down the time and the effort of us doing the same thing that we've been doing before, using the existing tools that's available out there. But now I'm able to cut down 80% of the work that I'm doing and able to produce beautiful work so much faster, like that. Okay, so it's all about leverage. So that's it for today. This is to quickly show you how I use the ClickFunnels software to replicate another website as fast as I just did here. Okay, there we go. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this episode and you learned something from it. Just hit the subscribe button, the bell button, and give me a like and a comment, and that would be so much appreciated. Okay, guys, until next time, this is Peter Chow signing off. I'll see you again. Take it easy.